Well, hey friends, and welcome back. Hope you're all having a lovely day. Here where I live, at least, spring is in the air. We have had the most gorgeous weather here in Charlotte the past few days. I think it's like 73 or 74 today, which is my ideal weather. The sun's been setting later too, and I've just been feeling so energized. And so today, I just want to spend the day together embracing this new season and refreshing my home and my life for spring. So there are a couple things that I want to do today. Here's what I'm thinking. First up, I want to air out my home. I want to open up all the windows, let some fresh air into here. Feel like during the winter, the air just gets a little bit stale in your house. So I'm going to open up the windows, just really refresh the space. I also want to get a matcha latte from a local coffee shop. I have sworn off of coffee for the month of March, which has honestly been going pretty well so far, but that kind of leaves me with fewer options, but I'm honestly okay with it because I love matcha. Something about it does feel very just springy to me as well. We'll also visit Trader Joe's and Home Depot whenever I'm decorating for any season. I always love just being able to incorporate some fresh blooms, so definitely want to do that. I think we might visit Target as well, just see if there are any decor bits that we want to pick up. I usually do keep physical decor bits pretty minimal for spring, typically relying mostly on fresh flowers, but there might be a few little bits that we want to add. And of course, we'll decorate for spring and add a few seasonal touches throughout the house. One thing that I really want to spend some time doing is a little front porch refresh. Sadly, after a few very cold days we got in December, all of the plants that I had out there died, including the ones I was hoping would make it through the winter, but it was just too cold for them. So really just want to breathe some new life into that space. And depending on how we're doing with time, I'm not sure this one will happen just because gardening projects always take so much longer than I expect them to. But if we do have time, I would love just to create a little spring watercolor that we can incorporate into our decor. So that's the plan. This is going to be such a fun day, but now I want to get started with opening up the windows, letting some fresh air into our home. And I really do feel like just that simple act revives the space so much. Well, our windows have only been open for all of a couple of seconds at this point, but already the air feels fresher. So definitely recommend if you're trying to refresh your home, this is one of those great things that takes just seconds to do, but makes such a difference. Okay, but now we're going to leave the windows open in here for a couple of hours while we head off to Trader Joe's, Home Depot, Target, pick up a few items to really help us spruce this place up for spring. So I just arrived at Night Some Coffee, and I thought it might be nice just to get a little something fun to fuel our errands. Like, I'm pretty sure I mentioned before, I'm not drinking any coffee for the month of March, which has been going pretty well so far. I think we're about a week in, close to a week in at this point, which is really exciting. I am still drinking tea though, so what I'm thinking is I'll probably want to get a matcha latte, maybe iced since it's pretty toasty out. The matcha that they have here is really good. We can just sip on that while we head around town. Well, I just got my matcha latte. Let's give this thing a try. Oh, it's so good, so refreshing. I think iced might be my favorite way to have matcha, though I love it hot too. But right now, iced really hits the spot, so I'm going to probably just sip on this while we head to Trader Joe's. Cheers!
How you doing?
Good, how are you? Got everything that we needed at Trader Joe's. Now let's head over to Home Depot, pick up some bits for our little front porch area. Well, as all the plants behind me would probably tend to indicate, there's another successful trip. Now let's finish this off by going to Target. So I just got back from the store, picked up all kinds of good things while I was out. Let me bring it all in and I'll show you. See what I mean about giving this place a refresh? Look at how much just bringing color in here makes it come alive. These plants right now are so dead. It's honestly laughable. Well, we've got everything inside now, but before I show you exactly what I came home with, our windows have been open for several hours at this point. So let's go ahead and close them up now, and then I'll show you what we got. Okay, we've got the windows all closed up now, our grocery bits put away, minus this one pineapple peach kombucha that I got. I've gotten this one several times in the past. It is one of my favorite kombuchas. It just sounded so refreshing on a nice warm day like today. So I'm going to enjoy this in a second. But some of the bits that I got at Trader Joe's were mostly just like florals and greenery. So the first thing that I got right here, oh, it's falling a little bit. But it's so beautiful. This is Pussy Willow, and I've never actually gotten it before, but it has these beautiful little, like, very soft little bits on them. There's a little close-up for you, but I just thought that they were so beautiful, so delicate, and very reminiscent of the buds that you see on trees at this time of year. So I think that these would be gorgeous just kind of by themselves in a beautiful vase. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Then the next thing that I got was a bouquet of chamomile flowers. I thought that these would just be a fun pop of color. My idea for these was to put them into little posy jars that we could scatter about our house. And then last but not least, I got a thing of tulips. And these are starting to, but haven't fully opened up yet, which is nice because it means we're going to have a lot longer to be able to enjoy them. But they have this really beautiful like white and purple variegation that I think is so beautiful set against those green tulip leaves. Maybe if I show you a little side view, you can see a bit more. I think these are going to be so pretty once they're fully out. That's everything that I got at Trader Joe's, just a few bits of greenery to really liven up our house. And at Home Depot, I did get quite a bit. I think I got 5 or 6 plants there. Right now they're all out on the front porch, so I'll show you those in a minute. But then at Target, I did pick up one item as well. Honestly, I really liked all of Target's spring decor, but I just don't feel the need always to decorate for spring in quite the same way that I would for other seasons, because I love the greenery, I love plants, and I already have a lot of plants in my home. So there's that, and so I didn't pick up much while I was at Target, but I did get this one little guy. This is a fake plant. I'm not sure the name of the actual plant that it's meant to look like. Looks a bit like aloe, but I don't think that's it. Although honestly, it may be, I'm not entirely positive. This is one of the most realistic looking fake plants I have ever seen. And you all know, generally, I do like to opt for real plants, but I was thinking that this would be perfect for our guest bathroom because it gets pretty much no natural sunlight, and I still love the effect of greenery, even if it can't be, 100% living. So I thought that this could be a great, just little addition to our guest bathroom. It looks real, it gives kind of the feeling of a real plant while, being able to thrive and survive in areas where there's no natural sunlight. Then let's come outside. Last but not least, we have the plants that I picked up at Home Depot, and it looks like I got 5 plants. So this one right here is a Boston fern. I had one of these last year in this little corner. I really liked it there, so I just decided to repeat what we did last year once again. Then over here I have 2 gardenias, and I'm going to be replacing those in these 2 spots right here. This is Chinese holly that I had last year, but I didn't love how spiky it was. It was just hard for pruning and things like that. And on top of that, gardenias have some really beautiful white flowers in the middle of the summer, so I thought that would be really beautiful when they start blooming, just to be able to add some visual interest to this area. And then right here I have two little things of English lavender. I love how delicate these are. A lot of them haven't fully started budding yet, but I love that purple color. I think it'll just really work well in this space. I'm probably going to put one on either side of the planter. I have some smaller gray planters we DIY'd last year. I'll actually link the video, I think, in that corner if you want to watch that video where we did that. But we'll go ahead and probably pot these up in a few hours. It's about to be very full sun over here, so might wait for it to cool off a bit. But love all of these plants. So love all of the little bits that we got. I really feel like they're just going to refresh, to breathe new life into our home. But before we start doing any decorating, any repotting and planting outside, next thing that I want to do is just grab a little bite to eat because it's been a while since breakfast and I'm hungry. I think I'm just going to make a very simple but healthy meal of rice cakes with some almond butter, chopped up banana, and some fruit. So here's our lunch. We've just got our rice cakes with almond butter and banana, a whole bunch of blackberries, and then I also got it my kombucha. This is the pineapple peach. All looks super tasty. I'm going to enjoy this, and then we can decorate our house. Lunch was delicious, but now I want to start decorating. I want to focus on our florals first, create some beautiful floral arrangements, then we can scatter them throughout our house. I think we'll probably do the tulips for the dining room table, the pussy willow, probably on the island here, then we'll scatter the little chamomile in posy jars around the house. Love, love, love how the sun came out. Tulips still aren't quite fully in bloom yet. They're really close, but I'm just so obsessed with how the white, the purple of these beautiful bulbs just marries perfectly with a very similar color scheme going on in the vase. Okay, well, we've got all of our vases here and each one is quite unique, but I love how they came out. These little chamomile flowers in the posy jars too is just so sweet. I feel like just one of each of these just sprinkled in different places in our house is going to be just such a lovely addition. But now let's go ahead and scatter these throughout our house and we'll head outside and do a bit of replanting for our little spring porch project.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane, and as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise, and now there's something in the air.
Well, I'm just so happy with all of the festive little touches that we've been able to add to our home. I feel like the chamomile especially just really pops in our space. I love that combination for the springtime. Now I've come out to our little front porch area. I want to switch out some of the plants that are very dead on our patio right now, some of the new ones that we got today. I shared a bit of this earlier, but here's kind of my vision. We have the two gardenias here, and I want to put them in those two planters on either side of our doorway. Then for the English lavender, we'll put them in smaller pots on either side where the lanterns currently are. Haven't decided if I'm going to keep the lanterns there or potentially move them over to this space. I might even remove one for the season and just keep one by our little bench right here. I think that could be cute. And then we'll bring this Boston fern right here. We'll put that in a nice little planter. And then I think this area is going to be looking so much better. Oh, one other thing, I definitely want to wipe this bench down. It has pollen all over it right now. And yeah, could use a bit of a cleaning. I'm just going to grab the pots that we used from last year and let's do this. Well, that's one done, and that was super easy. My fern last year really thrived just by keeping it in the nursery pot and then putting the nursery pot inside of the planter. I don't even know if you can see it. There's so many leaves on this guy. There you go, just keeping it in the planter. So that's what I did. All I did was remove the little strings that you can use to be able to hang it up. So it's going to be stuck in there for the season. But yeah, love how that looks. Well, I want to show you in a second, but this whole front porch area is looking so much better. And actually, it was really sweet. A second ago, one of our neighbors was walking his dog and just stopped to say how good it looked, which was just so sweet. I love that. But yeah, I love how just a few small changes, a few plants really did make this space come alive. Let me flip you around now and I'll show you what we did. Well, I'll try to go fast because the sun is quickly setting behind me, but this just looks so much better. I love how just a few small touches really helped just infuse the feeling of spring into our front porch area. Love the Boston fern, and I decided to go with one lantern just right beside the bench. I felt like that was a nice little addition. Didn't change much decor wise as far as the pillow, front entryway, doormat, all of that, that's still the same. But then we added in our gardenia, the lavender on either side. I really love how this looks. I feel like this lavender too, once it starts to bloom a little bit more, is just going to look so beautiful. I love the little touch of purple. I feel like it goes so well in here. And then that paired with the white flowers of the gardenia, when that comes into season, it's going to be so, so stunning. So this was a really sweet little porch refresh. We did it for under $100, but I really feel like it has such an impact, and that now walking into our home is really just going to have the vibrancy and the liveliness that I feel like really comes with spring. Okay, now real quick, let's clean this space before heading inside to make some dinner. Okay, well, I'm back inside. It's a bit later now. I'm just getting ready to make dinner. But first, I want to show you guys just a little switch I did with our spring decor. So I really liked the pussy willow when we first put it out, but the more that I mulled it over, the less I was really convinced that it worked on our kitchen counter, which is where we had it before. So I decided to try it on our dining room table, and I really like how it looks here. It feels very architectural. I feel like it works in this space. And then I was also really excited because right over here, we just put the tulips exactly where the pussy willow had been. I feel like that plus the candle just works so, so well here. This actually has me thinking though, I'm wondering if the pussy willow might actually look even better in our bedroom, right below the Florence picture that we just did. I feel like right there, to bring the eucalyptus over to the dining room, put that in there. I actually think I might need to do that. That sounds really perfect. Ooh, yes. Okay, I just love that. Okay, yes, that was definitely the right call. I really feel like that just enhances both spaces. Okay, but now it's time to make some dinner. And tonight we're going to be having a strawberry spinach salad with chicken, goat cheese, pecans, something that I've made a couple of times before. Really love it, and it's definitely one of those like just warm weather foods that's just so refreshing. So we're going to whip that up. I think it only takes like 20-30 minutes to make, and we'll enjoy some food. I don't really follow any kind of recipe for this. I just add all of those ingredients to taste and then whip up a homemade balsamic vinaigrette, just using balsamic vinegar, olive oil, salt, and pepper. Usually the balsamic vinegar and olive oil, I'll use kind of a 1-to-1 ratio, salt and pepper, again, just to taste. And then you just mix everything together, and it really is as simple as that. So let's just whip this up now. Well, the salad just looks incredible. Honestly, just looking at it makes me hungry. So I'm going to sit down with Christopher right now, enjoy this, and then I also got a little seltzer water. This is a Waterloo peach flavored sparkling water I'm going to enjoy with dinner. And yeah, going to eat a bit, and then I think we're planning to have just kind of a chill night in. That was so tasty. Definitely recommend that salad for dinner. It would probably make a great lunch too. Right now I am pretty tired. It's only like 7 p.m. but we've done a lot already today, and I think right now I'm probably just going to wind down for the evening, spend some time with Christopher, probably do some reading, maybe we'll watch a movie or a TV show, play a game. We'll see. Sadly, I don't think we're going to get to the painting tonight, but I'll definitely be sure that we do a fun spring painting in an upcoming video soon. I've seen a few of you guys asking for more watercoloring content, and promise you it's coming. With that in mind though, I think I'm going to end this one here. So I really hope that you all enjoyed coming along with me, spending the day together as we just really embraced the spring spirit, refreshed our home. We're able to update our little front porch. So happy with how our space is looking, and I'm just really looking forward to this new season. Before I leave you all, don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. It's one of those things that takes you just a second to do, but really means a lot to me. I hope you all have a lovely day wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.